One of the most common questions I get is how do you balance running and lifting without sacrificing one for the other? And most people think that you have to choose just one specific path, but really, as a hybrid athlete, I've learned that you can build both strength and endurance simultaneously if you can structure your training in the right way. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how I structure my training split, how I program my lifts around my runs, and the mistakes I made early on so that you can avoid the same issues that I pretty much faced. So my name's Nigel and I'm a hybrid athlete. That means I train for both strength and endurance. So I'm lifting heavy in the gym, building muscle while also building an aerobic base, primarily through running, sometimes through cross training like cycling and swimming. And right now I'm prepping for a half marathon in early 2026 and then the full marathon mid-year. Might do a second one to maybe get a faster time, and then a Hyrox maybe around like November, December time. And I'm doing all of that while maintaining strength in the gym. And so if you want to look good, perform well, and actually enjoy your training, let's get into this type of approach that I take myself. All right, so here's my current training week split. So I train about 6 days per week. I combine both running and lifting strategically with some cross training sessions here and there. And then I have one full rest day. All right, so on Monday, I'll be doing like an easy zone 2 run, like conversational pace in the morning. In the evening, I'll do a kind of hypertrophy strength training type of session. And then on Tuesday, I'll do a tempo or interval run. So get that zone 4 and zone 5 work in. Wednesday, I'll do another easy run day, maybe substitute it with cross training like biking or swimming. And then I'll do a strength training session in the evening on that day. Thursday is just an easy run day or cross training day. Friday is also an easy day or cross training with an upper body kind of accessory kind of strength work. And then Saturday is a long run that's anywhere from like 60 minutes to like 2 hours. And then Sunday I take a full rest or I just do some active recovery like walking, yoga, mobility. And so this structure lets me hit strength training 3 times per week while building my aerobic base without overtraining. And so you might be thinking, all right, like, wait a minute, like you're running and lifting on the same day, like won't that like hurt your gains? Isn't that like overtraining? But I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Like timing and intensity matter, okay? So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do like my easy zone 2 run in the morning. It's nothing crazy, it doesn't fatigue me. It's like a 30 to 45 minute run at a conversational pace. And so I give myself the whole day to recover, rest, eat, relax, and then I'll hit the gym in the evening. And by the time, I'm lifting at nighttime, I'm fueled up, I'm recovered, and the easy run in the morning actually kind of helps me with my blood flow and kind of gets me moving without like taxing my nervous system. And so that kind of works for me. And so the key principle here is a separation of hard days. So just note that like on Tuesday is my only true hard day, and that's when I do my intervals and tempo runs. And I keep that day only for running so I can kind of go all out and focus on that workout. And then Thursday and Saturday are kind of more easy aerobic kind of volume runs that I can do without destroying the legs. And on Friday, I keep my lifting sessions a bit lighter on the lower body, just so on Saturday when I do my long run, I'm like pretty fresh to do that, right? So everything is basically intentional. And by the way, if you want a structured program that shows you exactly how to set this type of training up for your goals, I've built something called the Hybrid Athlete Club. It's a community where a bunch of like-minded hybrid athletes come to train together, learn, structure their training programs. We have weekly grouping calls, group coaching calls, challenges, training programs, and the link is in the description if you want access to that. It's free. The first 100 founding members will get full lifetime access. All right, so now here's the reality. You can't obviously be world-class at both endurance and strength training at the same time, but you can be great and really good at both, which is what I'm doing right now. And the way I structure this is through training blocks, right? So right now, because I'm training for a half marathon, my running volume is slightly higher, and I'm doing, about 4 to 5 runs per week, sometimes 6 runs per week, including my long run on Saturday, on Saturday. And then I'm also lifting 3 times per week, and that still allows me to strength train and build muscle and kind of maintain that. And I'm not really like focusing on massive PRs or getting like massive, but I'm still maintaining my muscle, my strength, and I'm also building aerobic fitness. So after that, half marathon and marathon training, I can kind of ramp up the intensity on the lifting and go for more strength PRs and more strength endurance as I go to my Hyrox kind of period. So this is called periodization. It's like how you avoid burnout and structure the different priorities of your training, and just realize that you don't have to have 100% full focus on both. You can actually kind of structure your training in a way where it kind of balances it based on your specific goals. And so when I first started doing hybrid training, I made quite a few mistakes. So here are the 3 biggest ones and how to avoid them. Right? So mistake number 1, doing hard runs and hard lifts back to back. All right. So early on, I do heavy squats one day, then try to do a tempo or interval workout the next day, and my legs were pretty much destroyed. I couldn't really hit the paces that I wanted, and I was always sore and fatigued. And so how I fixed it was I made sure that my easy days were truly easy. And if I have a hard run on Tuesday, for example, I make sure that on Wednesday, it's paired with the zone 2 easy run or cross training. And then, this really allows me to kind of push hard when it matters and recover when I truly need to, right? And then the second mistake was I wasn't eating enough, right? So like when you're running, 20 to 30 plus miles per week doing workouts and lifting, you need fuel. And, when I was trying to stay lean and I wasn't eating enough calories, my lifts and my runs, my performance tanked overall, and everything was it didn't work out, right? So now I track my nutrition and I aim around kind of trying to aim for a surplus, because sometimes you never know how much actually work you're doing throughout your workouts. And so the biggest thing I want to avoid right now was trying to avoid having, these big energy deficits, right? Mistake number 3 was I was actually skipping rest days, right? So I do these hard runs and lifts on my off days, and the fatigue kind of kept accumulating over time, right? So now what I do is I pretty much take Sundays completely off. At most I'll maybe do a light walk or some stretching, but no structured training really. And honestly, this helps me come back on Monday and hit the training week hard for the next week. So if you want to make hybrid training sustainable, here are some key principles, right? So number 1, I would focus on building your aerobic base first, right? So the majority of your running, cycling, and swimming, any of your endurance work should be easy. 80% of it at least be an easy pace. And so this builds your aerobic engine without really destroying your legs and fatiguing your nervous system. And so save just one hard workout for one day per week. And then number 2 is I would lift with pure intention and not ego. Realize you don't have to max in PR every single week. Just focus on maintaining strength and having enough volume, and focusing on RPE, so that's rate of perceived exertion, to kind of auto-regulate your intensity. And then number 3, listen to your body. If you're feeling beat up, if you're fatigued, take that extra rest. Don't push it too hard, right? Because if you get injured or you get burned out, you're not gonna make that consistent progress. All right, so there you have it. That's my exact training split, how I balance running and lifting as a hybrid athlete. If you're someone who wants to be strong, fast, and look good while you're doing it, I honestly believe hybrid training is the way. And so, I'm building a community of hybrid athletes inside my school group called the Hybrid Athlete Club. We've got structured programs, weekly calls, challenges, and just a group of like-minded individuals that are looking to be the best hybrid athletes that they can be. So the link is down in the description if you want to check it out. I hope you found this helpful. Please drop a like and subscribe. I'm posting content weekly on hybrid training, mindset, performance, all of it. So let's get after it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.